Hey guys, it's Bree and I'm back with another video. Today I'm really excited because I'm getting to share one of my experiences with you guys. I haven't done one of these videos yet, so thought today would be a good day because this week I actually just remembered this great experience that I had shadowing a CRNA. Well, y'all saw the title, but just such a great experience, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So, when I was first changing my major, if you're like an OG subscriber, then you know that I was originally a business major and I changed my major to nursing my second semester of freshman year. So during that break between first semester and second semester during winter break, I went back home, and this was a really tough time in my life. I had a lot of stuff going on with my mom. She was in the hospital, and I just didn't really feel like I had a support system. I also had just broken up with my boyfriend at the time, and he was kind of like my friend, you know, like one of my only like really close friends. So it was a really hard time for me, but some of my other friends that I was still close with, they did a really good job of like kind of dragging me through life at this point. So one of my friends took me all over. They like to have fun with me during this time. So one day we went to this restaurant that we liked to go to. It's like our favorite restaurant called Qdoba, which is kind of like Chipotle. If you guys don't know what Qdoba is, I call it Qdoba, Qdoba. I don't know how you really say it. But anyways, we went to Qdoba, and there was a nurse who like opened the door for us, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And she was just such a sweet like lady. But we kind of left our interaction at that. It was just kind of like, you know, thank you, you know, have a good day, and then we left. But we were going into the restaurant, and we just split from each other. And then I ordered my food, my friend ordered her food. We sat at the table and ate, but after a little while my friend was like, hey, you're going to nursing school, right? And I was like, yeah, that's my goal. I had literally just changed my major to pre-nursing. She was like, you know, you should go talk to her and see like how her experience has been, like if she can give you any pointers, anything like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. So towards the end of our meal, I went up and I went and talked to her again. Like I said, she's just such a nice lady. So she was just so excited. She was like, oh my gosh, yes, you should so do nursing. She was just encouraging me and giving me tips. She told me that she was a CRNA. She kind of explained what that is, a certified registered nurse anesthetist. But she does anesthesia, and she's a nurse basically. So it was really cool to hear, because I didn't know that was a thing. So she was explaining all this to me and how she went to school, and how she had to go get her master's, and I think she had just finished her program like maybe a year or so ago. So she had been, you know, in the field for like a year. So it's just really good to hear all of that. And then I was like, okay, well, that's awesome. Thank you for the information. But I just kind of left it at that. Once again, I'm awkward, I'm shy, low-key. So I kind of left the interaction at that. Went back to the table to eat some more with my friend. And she was like, so you didn't get her number? You didn't get like any contact information? Like, you should like try and make her your mentor and like see if you can shadow her. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a great idea, once again. So I went back over to the table, and I was like, hey, can I get your number, just so that we can stay in contact? And then I was also going to ask if you think there might be a possibility for me to shadow you. And you guys, once again, she was just so excited, like so overjoyed that I was so eager to learn. And I could already tell that she was going to be very eager to like teach. Like, she went straight into like telling me how the shadowing process goes, and that we need to schedule a day, and that I can just come up there and meet her at 6 a.m. And she was just such a sweet lady. But I got her number, we got in contact, we set up a day, and the actual day was really interesting. I had to go, she works at Baylor in Fort Worth, which is one of the bigger, nicer hospitals in Fort Worth. So at 6 a.m. I met her. We filled out paperwork with the surgeon and the patient, because they both had to like consent to me watching the surgery and being in there and just whatever that meant for me. And once again, you guys, I was a pre-nursing. I hadn't taken one nursing class yet. Like, that next semester was going to be my first semester in pre-nursing. So this is just a great, like, it's just great how God orchestrated all of it, because of course there's always going to be resistance whenever you're going into your will, like where God wants you. But also I feel like there's always going to be doors opening. And this, I feel like, was just a door that just opened. And all the people there were so nice and friendly. She was so helpful. She took me around. She tried to show me like literally everything. She showed me all the tools. She showed me the OR charts where they have all the surgeries, kind of like what you see in Grey's Anatomy, and like where her name was on it and how she looks at that every morning, and then like kind of walking me through her schedule of things, and not just from a nurse's perspective, but especially from that CRNA's perspective. So that was really cool. And then she also really, whenever they were setting and prepping for the surgery, I got to stay with the patient and just kind of not talk to her about the surgery, because I didn't really know what the surgery was going to be, but just kind of talk to her and like keep her calm. And like we were also talking about my, like, how I wanted to go to nursing school, and she was also encouraging me. So it was just, that whole beginning experience especially was just, it's surprising how smoothly it went, because anything could have went wrong. Like if the patient didn't want me to do to watch their surgery, it could have been over for me. Like it could have just been like, no, Brianna, you gotta go home, and I would have been so sad. But okay, so skipping to the surgery. Well, okay, I got to put scrubs on, and if I can find the picture, I will put the picture in here in this video somewhere. But I was so excited to have scrubs on. This is my first time having scrubs on. I was so excited just to see a surgery and what that would be like. And so we went into the surgery, and I think it was a UPPP, which is like a sleep apnea surgery, where they, I don't know what they do, but they do something in the throat to help people that have sleep apnea. She showed the nurse, I got to stand right by the head of the bed, the CRNA, right next to her, where all the oxygen and anesthesia medications were. And she showed me how she intubated. She showed me how she keeps the oxygen levels high. She showed me how she keeps the medicine, you know, at the right range so that the patient stays under. She showed me all the tools that she uses. And then of course they did like timeout or call out, where it's like basically to prevent mistakes in surgery. So they just make sure they know they have the right person, the right surgery, the right place, the right time, the right area for the surgery, everything. So of course hers was in her throat. It was a very long surgery compared to other ones that I've seen since then. This was my first one, but I didn't even get to see the whole thing. I was in there, I think probably for an hour. Yeah, I think probably an hour I was in there watching this actual surgery. But she ended up letting me leave towards the end, just because she knew she wasn't going to have much time to say bye to me afterwards, because of all the stuff she has to do afterwards. But it was really cool to see the actual surgery, like the surgeon actually going in and opening up someone's mouth. But it's also very weird for me, I think, because when you see someone like how y'all are watching me right now, all you see, like, their emotions and everything is right here in their face, right? That's the most human part of you, is your face. It's not so bad when you see someone's arm or leg cut open, but like for them to go into her mouth, it just seemed really like, I don't know, it just seemed really, that's like where all of your life is basically, and they were pushing into her throat. So it was very crazy. The scrub nurses were also very helpful to me. The scrub OR nurses, they kind of, halfway through the surgery, I went over on their side, and she was showing me like how she does the tools and how she makes sure everything is set up. Like beforehand, she showed me that, and then just making sure that everything is like clean and that they keep the sterile field. I mean, everything is sterile in there, but yeah, it was just so crazy. It was such a wonderful, insightful experience. I think I learned a lot from that, not even knowing it. But once again, you guys, this was like way before my nursing career even started, my nursing school career even started. She was so helpful, and they were also ready to teach me. They were also excited to teach me. And I think that's such a big thing, is that you need to find people that are, be open to finding people that are willing to teach you. One of my pointers towards the end of this for pre-nursing students is gonna be to go out and, you know, even if you just see someone at the restaurant like I did, or if you have a mentor or someone in your family, or, you know, even your doctor or nurse practitioner, you know, ask them if you can shadow, ask them for those experiences, because those experiences will literally take you so far. They can go on your nursing application whenever you do apply for nursing school, and those things are just so great to see. I want to encourage all of you to get out of your comfort zone and talk to those professionals, whether you're not in the nursing field, whether you're planning on being a doctor or whatever it is, a lawyer, whatever it is. Go talk to a professional in your field and see if you can get some hands-on experience. It doesn't matter how early it is, because like I said, I wasn't even a pre-nursing student really yet. I just came out of business school, and I was going into a surgery to watch a surgery. So, yeah, they're usually so nice to students because they want you to come into their field, and because they truly believe that those experiences are invaluable. So they want you to come in. You have to just be open to asking about those experiences and making those connections with people. Do your research on what you're interested in going into, and ask questions. So like how I went to shadow the CRNA, I wasn't exactly like, oh, this is what I want to do now, but I knew a lot more information just because I asked her those questions. I did my research afterwards, and I knew what it was going to take if I did want to go that route. And if you are like me and how I was feeling so lost and I wanted to change my major, like I said, just pray to God, because He'll give you the answer. God has the answers to everything, and that's the only way that we're ever going to know the answers, because He's the creator. Why would you not go to the creator about what your will is, what your purpose is on this life? How are you going to know your purpose if you don't know what was intended from the creator, right? So make sure you're going to the creator and asking those questions. Great. But I just want to encourage you guys once again to get out there and find some professionals in your field that can help you out in the long run as well. So if you liked this video, like it, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Leave some comments down below. Any questions that you have, I would be happy to answer them. And once again, subscribe, like, love, leave some love down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
You glow, girl. Don't act like you don't know, girl.